Hi, I'm Dr. Harveen Chugh. I'm a Senior Teaching Fellow at Imperial College Business School. I've been working there for 2 years now, and my main job is working with students, teaching and coaching in entrepreneurship. I think the first 3 steps are just to really have quick ways of testing it. So I'd say Google it, just type it in, see what else is out there, get an idea of the competition, get a feel for maybe what they're missing out or what you could do better. Map it, so there are tools like we have at Imperial, which is something called an idea canvas, and a way to just put down some basic building blocks for your idea and take a look at it. And the third thing is pitch it, so it's never too early to find a way to really communicate your idea in a simple, clear, concise way, and so it's good practice to start pitching it and just telling people your idea. A couple of things that we see quite frequently. So one of them would be starting with a really big problem, or what we call a wicked problem, so something like poverty or climate change, when actually that can be really hard for an entrepreneur to solve. So what we usually say is think of something that is more focused down, a more specific problem. The second one would be maybe just kind of diving in and spending a few weeks or months on building something, but without actually talking to customers. So if you make sure you talk to customers, then you can make sure what you're building fits with them, rather than the two don't necessarily sync together. Okay, so I think a great entrepreneur would be somebody that's creative, so they innovate, they find different ways of doing things, think a little bit outside of the box. Somebody that's customer focused, so they're constantly listening to feedback and taking that on board, and making sure that what they build is aligned with the customer. And thirdly, someone that is caring, and what I mean by that is somebody that either cares about the community, the bigger impact, and the effect that what they're solving could have on people's lives, because I think that is really what drives them forward. Okay, so I'm probably a bit biased, but the best MBA startup that I've seen is one that's come from Imperial College Business School. It was 2 guys, Byron McCaughey and Henry Oakes, who developed through their MBA module a business idea to manage homeowners' finances. They started out with a company called Cahoots and pivoted into a company called Track. They raised £160,000 and went on to Pi Lab's accelerator program. So, they're still quite early in their journey, but shown really positive signs so far, and we're quite excited to see what they go on to do in the future. Yeah, that's quite a tricky one to think about, the strangest idea I've ever heard. There are a few, to be honest, where I've thought at the start, like maybe I'm not sure if that's going to work, but what I have seen and learned over time is not to be so judgmental too early, because students get to work on an idea and that can really evolve and take shape into something where they really surprise and convince you. I think my main advice would be focus, 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 because we tend to, or entrepreneurs tend to try to solve quite big problems. But actually, if you focus on something small and you just have a really good starting place, clear problem and something that's solvable and a really clear solution, then actually in time you can build that into something that will have much bigger impact.